Hey, working mom, welcome to Order Meets Style, the podcast that provides home organizing and home styling tips for working moms. I'm ZC Man, professional organizer with Firefly Bridge Organizing, and I'm here to provide you with simple ideas that don't take a lot of time to organize your home so that you can love the way your home looks and functions, and so you're proud to invite anyone over anytime without stressing out about clutter. Ready for a beautifully organized home that makes you smile every time you walk in? Let's make it happen. Hey, welcome to Order Meets Style. I'm your host, Zinat Siman. And today I want to share with you some ideas for balancing going all out with the Halloween decorations while living with less, embracing a more minimalist lifestyle. I've loved Halloween for as long as I can remember. Are you like me? Is Halloween like a really fun time of the year for you? Do you really love to go all out with the Halloween decorating, but you're still trying to live with less? And maybe you're also determined to teach your kids that living with less is really a good way of living. So how are you balancing both? Like, I'm really asking you. I really am interested in hearing how you manage the balance. I'll tell you what I've done with that balance in our house. No matter how much time passes, I still get really excited when Halloween approaches. It feels like fall is here, the cozy season. Never mind that I live in a place where it's still hitting 85 degrees every single day. For people who don't share the excitement of Halloween, it's hard for them to understand the urge to buy every size and color of pumpkin and to deck your whole house out with cobwebs and plastic spiders and skeletons. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's not the scary stuff at all that attracts me to Halloween. It's the sense of the neighborhood. The kids running around together, having fun, going trick-or-treating in a favorite character costume. That's what I first loved about Halloween. We would dress up in usually a homemade costume, grab a bag, and go from house to house with all the other neighborhood kids. And every house pretty much took part on the streets in my neighborhood. We knew the dentist would give us a toothbrush, and we would groan about it, but still we wouldn't miss their house. The goal was to fill as many bags as we could with all the goodies. We'd run back home when one bag was full, drop it off, and grab another one and run off again. Do you remember how late you stayed out on Halloween as a little kid? To me, it felt like we were out until like 10 or 10:30 at night. I could be completely wrong. It might just be my child's mind that's thinking that we were out so late. I'll have to ask my mom about that. It just felt late. And we would go on until people would run out of candy and they'd turn off their porch lights. The best part was the feeling of everyone being out, no matter how cold it was. We lived way up north back then, and yeah, it was cold. But it was just this feeling of pure fun and joy outside with the entire neighborhood. So decorating for Halloween brings back those memories and those feelings each year, which is why I think most people who really go out with the decorations, that's why they decorate, right? When we have our kids, we want them to have that same experience, that joy of the neighborhood, the simple fun of going trick-or-treating and enjoying the fall season. Well, there are 4 ideas that I have to make it easier for you to fully decorate for Halloween while still keeping either to a minimalist type of lifestyle or simply living with less. The first is crafting. We carve pumpkins with the kids every year, and we put those out on the porch with a candle inside them. And those were the primary decorations for us. We also always put some kind of decoration out in the yard during the month of October. A long time ago, I bought those skeleton cutouts that you stake into the lawn, but crafting our own decorations, that's what we really loved. And the kids made tons of plastic bag ghosts every year that we hung on the trees all around our house. It was basically paper plates placed into the corner of a plastic bag or a plastic garbage bag, and you twist the garbage bag right under the paper plate and secure it with a twist tie. So that was its head. And then you just cut along the bottom of the bag so it looks like a ghost. And the kids drew simple ghost faces on each ghost's head with a black Sharpie. Then we all went outside and we tied them to the tree branches. It was fun, it was simple, and it made a big decorating impact. Was it the most elegant decoration out there? Clearly not. But the point was to create the fun and the joy, and it did do that. So pumpkins and ghosts were on repeat in our house. I also bought one year an inflatable ghost with flashing lights. We plug that into a timer and it goes on every day after school and it shuts off at night. That thing has lasted over 10 years. I just wipe it off at the end of the month and put it away and out it comes next year. Over the years, I also bought a huge outdoor spider web that went from the eaves of the house into the lawn, and it came with this big spider to put on it. Now, unsurprisingly, after just that one use, it was so grimy and full of actual cobwebs and bugs that we had to throw it away. I've also bought things like plastic light up decorations or ones that made spooky noises. Most of those only lasted 1 or 2 years too. But what did last were, again, the crafted stuff. Like the kids painted glass jars. We made them into luminaries with ghost types of faces on them. And we put little tea lights inside them. And we placed them on various surfaces in the house each year. I sewed 4 Halloween placemats one year, kind of copying what I saw at a store. And those come out every year onto the dining table. And we keep pulling out the preschool Halloween crafts that the kids made that we thought were funny or cute. Those are the things that are on repeat. The second idea I have about balancing the Halloween decorations with living with less is about where and how you store all your Halloween decorations. We used to keep all of our seasonal decorations in our basement when we had a basement. And as normally happens, when you have a large space for storage, you have no qualms about using or filling that space, right? So not only did I have multiple Halloween decoration bins, but we had some for each season and each holiday. I thought that was normal. It's what all my friends and neighbors did. And when we moved here, where there are no basements, well, the garage became the storage area. Again, that was and still is the norm, I feel. But a few years ago, when I fully committed to living with less, I made it a point to keep all our seasonal and holiday decorations in one closet in our house. It wasn't this arbitrary decision to only fit stuff into one closet just because I wanted to live with less. The real reason I did this was for my time. I wanted to be able to decorate quickly and still have it be fun and not exhausting and have the kids help, again, without it being exhausting. And then I wanted to be able to put everything away quickly and efficiently again after the season. But I still wanted the full Halloween feel, right? So by having all the decorations in this one closet inside our house meant that it was all easier to get to. It wasn't stacked up in the garage and not grimy and full of dust from being out in the garage. And we would have to clean off every bin before bringing it inside. The time and the energy that I saved was so good. We enjoy the entire decorating process and it doesn't feel like a chore. It's also a lot of fun to pull out, again, the returning decorations and reminisce about them, laugh about them, and even spend some crafting time to refresh them a bit if we need to. The third idea to balance Halloween decorations with living with less is to pick your decorating zones. Think of decorating like this. Instead of feeling like you have to decorate each and every room in your house or every surface or wall in a room, choose the zones you'd like to decorate and choose them so that they're the high impact spots in your house. For instance, outside your front door where all the neighborhood kids will walk or drive by and enjoy the decorations is a great spot to concentrate all your lavish decorations in, right? So you can set up a little vignette there, your skeleton sitting on a bench on your porch. You put a Halloween wreath on the door. You add glass luminaries. Your jack-o'-lanterns go there. You can, go for a stroll and pick up some fallen tree branches that don't have any leaves on them. Prop them up in a galvanized container just to add to the ambiance there. Another great spot to decorate full out is, of course, the front entry, which is probably a high traffic area anyway. I also like decorating the kitchen, actually, because we spend so much time in there. We have a fireplace in our kitchen, and we decorate the area above it with fake cobwebs and those little plastic spiders every year. And you might want fun Halloween decorations in the kids' bedrooms or a playroom or a family room. Again, the places where they spend the most time. And it might simply be pulling out the stuffed toys that are dressed as pumpkins or ghosts. Something that has a really big impact but is deceptively simple is to tie ribbon around various things in your house. So in your dining room, if you have sconces, tie black bows onto the stems of the sconces, or weave black ribbon around your chandelier above the table. Super simple, but it has really a big visual impact, especially if you have candlelight in those rooms or fake candlelight, which brings me to the next idea. So the fourth idea for really going all out on Halloween decorations while being more minimalist is to use lighting and music. I just mentioned the fake candlelight. So using a couple of LED flickering candles in the dining room or in the kitchen, if that's where you eat meals with the kids, that's fun and it creates a Halloween-y atmosphere. Also, dimming the lights and playing some Halloween music softly in the background in the evening while maybe during reading time, it's really fun. Pick your favorite Halloween playlist and have it playing in the background. The Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, and Thriller are always on mine every year. It's amazing how lighting and music alone can create such an atmosphere of Halloween, even without a ton of other decorations. So those are my 4 ideas for balancing really going all out on the Halloween decorations while still living a minimalist lifestyle. So which ones of those are things that you do? Are there things that you like to do that I didn't mention? I really do want to hear about what you do in your home at Halloween and how you like to create Halloween fun with the kids while also modeling living with less. And I have a fun way for you to share your ideas with me. So in the show notes, you'll find a link that you can click to leave me a voice note, like a little voice memo. So if you're walking the dog or you're giving the kids a bath or having lunch at the moment, just click the link, record whatever you'd like to tell me about your Halloween and your Halloween decorations, and your voice note will be sent to me. It's a really simple way to just let me know what you're thinking of doing this year or what you've already done for Halloween. Give it a try. I really do love hearing from you all because, a podcast doesn't have to be a one-way conversation, and I hope it isn't only one way for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on the next episode.